Imagine, you work your whole life with honesty and dignity. You save every penny, not for luxury, but to buy a house or piece of land, a symbol of your past, and a hope for the future, and someone comes and takes the possession. How will you feel? That's what happened with Mr. Ram Kishan. Mr. Ram Kishan was a Class 2 officer in a government office located in a city area. Because of his job, he moved to the city with his family, but he never forgot his village, his land. To take care of it, he handed it over to a man he trusted, Bansi Lal, a fellow villager. Bansi would cultivate the land, share the produce, and keep him informed. For a few years, everything seemed fine. But time changes people. As Bansi Lal's children grew up, they started questioning. Ram Kishan barely ever comes back. Why don't we just take the land as our own? And just like that, the seed of greed was sown. Slowly, Bansi Lal stopped calling. He stopped sending produce. And Ram Kishan Ji, buried under the weight of city life and responsibilities, didn't notice. Years passed, until the day he retired. That's when he thought of his land again, his roots. He went back to his village, called Bansi Lal. But what he faced broke him. Bansi Lal arrived, not as a friend, not even as a caretaker, but as a claimant. He said bluntly, "I have taken care of it for years. It's mine now. I am not giving it back. Do whatever you want." Ram Kishan Ji was shocked. He was angry and heartbroken. But above all, he felt helpless. Now you tell me, what should a man like Ram Kishan Ji do in this situation? Should he fight? Is there any hope? Yes, there is. And that's exactly what we are here to talk about today. What legal steps you can take if someone illegally occupies your land. The first thing, don't panic, don't lose your heart, because the law is on your side. Start by collecting every document linked to your land. Revenue records, registry papers, tehsil entries, everything. Go to the tehsil office, request a certified copy of your land documents, and ensure they are updated in your name. This is the foundation of your legal battle. Now, once you are ready with all essential documents, begin the first big legal move, filing an FIR at your local police station. Here's how the law protects you under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023. Section 329 says, if someone enters your property forcefully and refuses to leave, it is criminal trespass, a punishable offense. Section 351 states that, if that person threatens or intimidates you when you ask them to vacate, it is criminal intimidation. Section 316 states that if someone misuses your trust, especially when the property was entrusted voluntarily, this is criminal breach of trust. And since Bansi Lal did this in collusion with his children, you can also file under Section 61, that is criminal conspiracy. So, file an FIR under Sections 329, 351, 316, and 61 of BNS. This FIR becomes your strongest legal tool. But don't stop there. Attach a copy of that FIR and submit a formal complaint to your District Revenue Officer or SDM. They have the authority to begin administrative proceedings against the illegal occupant. Sometimes this step alone forces the other party to settle. But what if it doesn't? If the matter remains unresolved, it's time for the next step. Go to civil court and file a recovery of possession suit under Section 5 of the Specific Relief Act, 1963. But since court cases can take time, request 2 urgent legal protections. First one is status quo order, so the person cannot sell, transfer, or build anything on your land during the case. And second one is injunction order, to stop the illegal occupant from using or damaging your land, because courts often pass these orders quickly to prevent further harm. Finally, request the court to restore your possession, to legally hand your land back to you. It may take some time, but it works. I know, it sounds very lengthy and complicated, but this is the legal way. However, for your reference, I just summarize it as, first step is, visit the tehsil and gather, update all land documents. Secondly, file an FIR under the sections 329, 351, 316, and 61 of BNS. Thirdly, file a written complaint with the Revenue Officer or SDM, along with the copy of the FIR. And lastly, file a civil recovery of possession suit under Section 5 of the Specific Relief Act, and seek injunctions. Yes, the journey is a bit long, but your rights are protected and justice is within reach if you take the right steps. Remember, illegally grabbing someone's property is a crime, but staying silent in the face of injustice is a bigger crime. Speak up, collect your documents, and trust the law. If you need help with legal notices, FIR formats, or court petitions, our legal team is just a call or email away. Moreover, if you found this information valuable, like, share, and subscribe, because awareness is the first step towards justice. Bye bye. See you in next video.